Kim here with Sunshine Creations and Crafts, and welcome to the Daily Motivational Project, which is totally Die Cut Thursday. Now, for this project, I'm actually going to be making a thank you card for the physician assistant that was a major part of my son's surgery. And I bought yesterday this awesome Sizzix stamp and die cut set at Joann's. My Joann's just started getting these in, so very excited about this. I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be using a scoreboard for something, and then using this Fiskars thank you stickers. Stamps. I used this Sizzix die, which I bought at Joann's as well, and they were so cool. They let me use my 50% off Michael's coupon and my 40% off Joann's coupon. So I got both of those die cuts at a discount. And then I chose paper from this My Mind's Eye 6x6, and I've had this for a while. I'm trying to see what the name is. Memorable. And what I like about these is they have a front and a back to them, and they always include two pieces of the same design. So we're going to be using this as well. All right, I'm going to do a regular A2 size card base, and I'm going to have a few layers on here. I'm going to have a pink layer that's cut out at 4 by 5 1/4, and then I'm going to have a floral layer that's cut out at 5 by 3 3/4, and then this is the die cut. So that's going to be the base of our card. All right, so I'm going to pause the camera here, and I'll go ahead and stamp and die cut all these with my Big Shot, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. What I did now is I used the Ranger archival ink, and I stamped each of the images on watercolor paper, and this is 90 pound, and it's totally up to your preference, I think, as far as the watercolor paper goes. So because I'm going to be using the distress markers, I personally like to use watercolor paper. I think the whole transition with the blending and everything works better with that. But what I wanted to do, I didn't think it was necessary to show you how I run the whole thing through the Big Shot, but I did want to show you there's two ways that you can do your die cuts. If you have a magnetized platform, it's very helpful. If you don't, you can take a piece of washi tape on your multi-purpose platform and just washi tape your die cut onto it to hold it down. So in this case, I do have the magnetic platform, and I used that. Okay, we're going to get right into doing our coloring, and it should be a really fun process now. I'm going to try to stick with the colors that are in the papers as far as my coloring goes. So let's do this one first. Now what we have here is some like a real light, almost like a mint green, and then we have a little bit darker of a green, and then some pinks and some grays. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with making the flower using the spun sugar. Now before I do this, I got a little piece of scratch paper here. I'm going to go ahead and color on this scratch paper and make sure that this is what I want to do. And get my water pen here, because I'm going to be blending that. Oops, too much water. Yeah, I want to start with that real light pink color. And I'm going to come from the top. Now I intentionally lightly stamped with my archival ink because I wanted the image to show, but I didn't want it to overpower. I didn't want the black to overpower the flowers. I wanted the color to be able to show through. Okay, so that's that. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Aged mahogany. Let's see what that's going to look like. That might be a little bit too dark. I'm not sure if I have any other kind of... Here's a lavender. Gosh, all the pens I have. Here's a milled lavender. Let's put some of that in there. And it might be helpful if I wet the paper a little bit. And it truly might be too light for it. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so we'll go back to, excuse me, to the aged mahogany. I have to be real careful. I don't want to put it too dark. And wetting it a little bit beforehand helps. I actually just watched a video with Christina that did this. Oh, my dog, please don't bark. Hold on one second, I'm going to shut my door. Okay, you're going to be able to hear her bark a little bit, but not as much as if I had my door open. Okay, I do like that and how those colors are turning out. The nurses and the physician assistants, I tell you, even though the doctors work very hard on doing their surgeries and seeing the patients and stuff like this, the physician assistants that I've ever been to, I'm telling you, they equally do the work, the hard work. Can't figure out why there we go. Okay, oh, that looks so pretty. Look at that. Okay, now let's get some green in here. I actually wanted peeled paint. Did I pick that peeled paint out right? Peeled paint, yay me. Okay, let's get some of that pink off there. All right, so I'm going to prep the watercolor paint with a little bit of water first. And even though there's, quite a few of the black archival ink showing through, we're going to go for it and put some peeled paint on there. I think this looks very pretty. I'm so excited to get this, I tell you. Especially because they were so cool about me using both coupons. It was like I'd gone to Vegas or won the lottery or something. Anytime I can save money on my crafting goodies, I get excited because I do have a lot of stuff. I don't want to overspend my budget, so. Not sure about the middle yet. I don't really have a bright pink, and purple might be too much. Oh, I'm going to sneak in some really light blue. Just because there's blue in the paper. I know I don't think I've ever seen flowers with a light blue middle, but the color combination is pretty. Okay, all right, so we'll set this aside, and I'm going to speed up the camera here and do the rest. let's try this again with no dog barking. I'm going to go ahead and put some score lines on the edges of this die cut. I think it gives a lot of dimension and it frames it. I actually saw Christina from Creations with Christina do this a long time ago in one of her videos, and I really liked it. I like how, like I said, it frames it up. It's very, very fun technique. And there I'm just doing it a little deeper so you can see it better. All right, so let's put the card together. This is, again, the die cuts with a view, and that one goes on first. Then you could go ahead and cut the corners of that one as well to match up with that die cut. Putting my stamp on there. And next I'll put up my butterflies, and I decided to pop everything up. I'm in the popping up kind of mood. I just want to take a moment here to thank everybody for watching and being patient with my dogs. It doesn't help if I put them locked up in the kitchen because they bark even more and they whine. So we're dealing with it. Alrighty. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really enjoyed making this flower and, this card, and hopefully you guys are inspired. Alrighty, you have a great day. Thanks so much.